Good evening. It is my pleasure to welcome the family and friends of our inductees. I would also like to take a moment to thank our superintendent, Dr. Kevin Fitzgerald, the Board of Education members, the school board, and our high school principal, Dr. Sherry Kiyowski, as well as our assistant principals, the Cesar Rodney High School Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Birch, and the faculty and staff of Cesar Rodney High School. Tonight's ceremony continues the tradition of the Cesar Rodney chapter of the National Honor Society. We celebrate the Cesar Rodney tradition of excellence as we recognize the achievements of these exceptional young men and women and welcome them as our newest members of this esteemed organization. To begin our ceremony this evening, please welcome the members of the Rider Chorale for the singing of our alma mater. Good evening and welcome again. Tonight, we celebrate the induction of 120 amazing students into the Cesar Rodney High School chapter of the National Honor Society. This is an exciting night, both for them and for you. It is a privilege for us to help honor these fine young men and women. In order to be inducted this evening, these students have undergone a rigorous application process, which begins with maintaining a 92% cumulative grade point average. The application process itself is in-depth and includes a student essay on why each member should be considered for membership. In their applications, students demonstrate their involvement in the 4 pillars of our society, which are their criteria for admission: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. These young men and women before you have met these challenges and are ready to continue the fine traditions of our honor society. Before you sit Cesar Rodney High School's finest, these students have already distinguished themselves in numerous capacities. Whether they are your children, your grandchildren, family, friends, or another variety of relation, they are all superior students, and we share in your pride. They are, in addition to being academically excellent students, exceptional actors, artists, athletes, and musicians. They are valued members of numerous clubs and activities. They are active participants in the school community and help make Cesar Rodney great. These students serve not only the school community, but the larger community as well, volunteering their time, working part-time jobs, and making Delaware a better place to live for us all. These wonderful young men and women already exemplify the characteristics of the National Honor Society members. Their commitment to character, scholarship, leadership, and service places them in this elite organization. We are confident they will leave their distinct mark, not only on the National Honor Society, but on the school as a whole as they become leaders in our community. Finally, to our audience members, thank you for your unwavering support of these fine ladies and gentlemen. You have made it possible for them to be here this evening, even if we're at home, and we honor your commitment to raising them to being the best people they can possibly be. Thank you. The faculty and staff of Cesar Rodney High School are proud to welcome these students into the National Honor Society. Please welcome our principal, Dr. Sherry Kiyowski, who will introduce tonight's guest speaker.
When I was named the principal of Cesar Rodney High School in May of 2014, I spent some time bouncing between McIlvain and here, trying to get the lay of the land. In one instance, I scheduled some time to take a walk through the business department. I spent about 3 minutes in Mrs. Birch's classroom, and I was fascinated. And for those of you that have had Peggy Birch as a computer science teacher, you know that she's an amazing combination of funny, charismatic, compassionate, and has this strong sense of quiet leadership. Mrs. Birch has been recognized by the National Center for Women and Information Technology as an Aspirations in Commuting Award recipient multiple times, and she has also presented at the Delaware State Board of Education about the CR High School Girls Who Code initiative. And just recently in 2020, she was named the Cesar Rodney High School Teacher of the Year. And she is the only person in the school's recent history to receive this honor twice. She is an amazing, empowering educator, and she's tonight's guest speaker. Please welcome to the virtual stage, Mrs. Peggy Birch.
Good evening. I am honored to be here tonight to celebrate your success and welcome you into the National Honor Society. This distinction is one to be proud of because to be inducted into this prestigious society, you must meet the requirements not only in scholarship, but also in service, leadership, and character. These four pillars have been associated with this organization since its inception in 1921. Membership in the National Honor Society has been a long-standing epitome of a well-rounded student. An honor of this magnitude is not one that comes easily or is without sacrifice. It is not one or two good moments or successes. Rather, it is a culmination of years worth of working hard and making good choices. Choices that no one made for you. Choices that were made when it wasn't necessarily popular or easy. You have consistently made the choice to not only be present in class, but to be engaged and involved. To take the projects and your assignments a step further and give it that extra special something to set it above the minimum requirements. You have made choices to manage your time effectively while also being involved in many organizations, sports, and community service events. You have made the choice to show up every day, whether it be an in-person class, a remote class, play practice, club activity, or other extracurricular commitment. This is why you're here. This evening, the National Honor Society Selection Committee is recognizing you for the choices you have made, and you are being honored here tonight. Very soon, however, it will be a college admission officer and or scholarship committee who will be recognizing these same admirable qualities. You have worked hard, and tonight is where the payoff begins. Yes, that's right, begins. But isn't this supposed to be the culmination of your hard work? Yes, it is. This honor is a testament to your hard work and efforts. But as Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, the reward of a thing well done is to have done it. But it has to feel good for you all to get this tangible stamp of approval that you are on the right track. Imagine how great it will feel to continue into your future and prosper at the same four pillars that you have shown yourself worthy of thus far. Let's ponder for a minute what this might look like as you move forward in your education and eventual career. Scholarship. Sure, scholarship is about getting A's, and that's very important. But the bigger reward is the knowledge itself and that learning helps you grow. Once you graduate from high school and move on to college and the workplace, you get the chance to hone in on your life goals and learn more about the things that you are really passionate about. The focus will shift off of grades and on to the value of learning for learning's sake. Will it be easy? Of course not, but imagine the satisfaction you'll get from mastering difficult content and then using that content to contribute to the resolution of a problem that could potentially help others or even solve a world problem. Leadership. Up to this point, each of you are likely the student who emerged as the leader when doing group work, or perhaps you even got elected into a class or club officer position. Good leaders know that it takes commitment and vision to succeed in this role. You must know where you want the group to go and how to get people to get there. It can't simply be about power and getting your way. It's about leading by example. Sometimes that means working harder than anyone else. But the world needs good leaders to bring people together in the pursuit of a common goal. Good leadership takes time to cultivate, but is invaluable to the prosperity of a school, country, and even the world. So keep doing what you're doing. It takes practice, but imagine the impact you will have in your future with these skills. Service. Years before moving into education, I worked in the banking industry. And when hiring new employees, I would skim the resume for examples of community service. Why? Because I always felt that someone who is willing to volunteer their time with no expectation of payment or reward speaks volumes about who that person is. I am so impressed by the many and varied service activities you have been involved in up to this point in your life. Please don't stop. Sometimes the needs of others seem overwhelming, but all good deeds and acts of kindness matter, even small ones. There's a story, The Star Thrower, from The Unexpected Universe by Lauren Isley. And it goes like this. It all started when a young girl was walking along the beach upon which thousands of starfish had been washed up during a terrible storm. When she came to each starfish, she would pick it up and throw it back into the ocean. People just watched her with a sort of amusement. She had been doing this for some time when a man approached her and said, "Little girl, why are you doing this? Look at the beach. You can't save all these starfish. You can't even begin to make a difference." The girl seemed crushed, suddenly deflated. But after a few moments, she bent down, picked up another starfish, and hurled it as far as she could into the ocean. Then she looked up at the man and replied, "Well, I made a difference for that one." So keep doing what you're doing, even if the service you are providing seems small. Character. A person of character demonstrates the following 6 qualities of the National Honor Society: respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship. I commend you all, most of all, for possessing this high standard. This might be the most important of all the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society. Without character, how can you be an effective leader? You need to be fair to others and responsible to be an effective leader. How can you genuinely do right by others in the area of service if you lack character? You must show care and respect for people to be of service to them. What does it matter if you're scholarly if you don't use your knowledge in a fair and responsible way? By now, your character is shaped and you are deeply grounded in it. This is a force with which all your future endeavors must be driven by. So tonight, I applaud you for all you have done toward holding up the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society and challenge you to hold on tight to these ideals as you travel through life. Success can be defined in many ways, but happiness, fulfillment, and making a positive difference in the world are at the top of the list. Good luck to you as your journey continues, and congratulations to the 2020 National Honor Society inductees. This is only the beginning.
The National Honor Society strives to recognize personal and scholastic excellence. Membership in the Caesar Rodney chapter of the National Honor Society is earned through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities held in the highest esteem by the Society. The emblem of the Society is a keystone in the torch. The keystone bears at its base the letters C, S, L, and S, which stand for the 4 pillars of the organization: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. The light represents truth and knowledge.
Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a carefully cultivated mind. We shall continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success and can be acquired only in one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Service can be described in a variety of ways. In the routine of a day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need, without recognition or reward, is a quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Leadership is the demonstration of a wholesome influence on the school. Leaders can take initiative in class, in school activities, and in the community. The real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objectives. The prince of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what powers and resources are available, they are wasted without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always profoundly important. Thus, the responsibility to lead is a substantial charge to each of our members and to the candidates.
Character is the force within each of us that distinguishes an individual from others. It provides each person with his or own individual essence. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is the force of character that guides one through life, and once developed, grows steadily. Character must be achieved, not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving, and the commitment to making the correct choices. It is by demonstrating such qualities such as reliability, honesty, and sincerity that we may prove the true nature of our character.
At this time, will the candidates please repeat the membership pledge after us?
I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
Dr. Fitzgerald, Dr. Kiowski, members of the school board, and all honored guests, thank you so much for joining us this evening as we welcome the newest members of the National Honor Society. Once again, congratulations on your accomplishment.